when you think about a successful partnership, I mentioned to you before about how some people think it's really easy, and I think the difference is, or the tension is in control versus flexibility and allowing for innovation. You cannot simultaneously have control and get the kind of innovation you want. I feel like those are sort of not exclusively um, interactive, but they don't always support each other. If you really want a lot of control, you're not going to get a lot of innovation. And if you want a lot of innovation, you can't have a lot of control. You've got to have flexibility and the freedom to go and go where you need to go and to make decisions about the overall system that may not be optimal for a subsystem, but it's right for the overall system. So you're giving your partner ultimate decision on how to optimize the system. You've really got to let your partner do those and make those trades. And you might see something in a subsystem area that says, boy, you know, that's not actually the best propulsion module, or that's not actually the best structure that I could create for this, but for the system, it comes out right. And so you got to have the flexibility to make those trades, and you got to give your partner the freedom to be able to do that. And that's what creates innovation, in my opinion. There were a lot of instances where we could have provided a government-furnished piece of equipment for our partners and had them use it across the board, and we just didn't want to do that. We didn't want to dictate a particular test bed. We didn't want to insist that they use the ISS during COTS. We didn't want to insist that they use a particular type of launch vehicle or launch pad. We let them have the freedom and make those trades that optimize the overall system. And that became important in terms of innovation. You'll find that when you dictate a certain interface or a certain subsystem, that innovation goes down. Your trade space automatically gets constrained. And that was opposed to what we were trying to accomplish on COTS. So enabling that flexibility and having the government sort of step back from our usually dictatorial role of saying, do it this way, we want it this way, we know what we're going to get with this, so just do it that way. That's been our historical role over 40 years, 50 years of our culture, and so it's almost part of our DNA. So to be able to break from that culture and to allow our partners to make the trades that they need to make, come up with the innovative solutions, and then at the end of the day, in terms of COTS, making sure that it's safely interfaced with the space station, that turned out to be really critical in terms of its success. So I would say when you're thinking about innovation, you really need to think about the right balance between control and freedom and innovation, because you can't have exclusively one without the other, but you need to have a good balance or you're not going to achieve your ultimate objectives.